But don't upload
Okay,
YouTube.
good morning everyone. We are Group 2 from TIA6213 Information Assurance and Security. My name is Anas Ahmed and my group members are.
I'm Madhumita.
And I'm Tanisha. Sorry for late because I had a family emergency. I'm really so sorry.
No problem, no problem.
Okay, for our assignment requirements, we'll be interviewing Mr. Hazim bin Muhammad Nasir and Mr. Zamir bin Bisar and Mr. Usman
Yes, that's
from
correct.
NICE department. So I will
Yeah, yeah.
start with the first question. What are the current measures in place to protect against external cyber attacks?
All right. Regarding to the first question, right? What is the current protection that we in place for to protect the MMU resources? The first one is we have we call is a firewall. Firewall, and this firewall we split into two items. The first one is network firewall, and the second is host-based firewall. And then for the second control that we in place is we are deploying the IDS, intrusion detection system. And the last one is we are also implementing the web application firewall, or we call it a WAF, to protect all the web servers in MMU. Right?
Okay.
Right.
Second question is, what security protocols are implemented to protect the organization's network from external threats?
For this question, uh, just a quick one so far. For the first one, we are using the secure protocol in MMU. The secure protocol, for example, is we are using the SSH, we are using HTTPS, we are using LDAPS, and also we are using the SMTP over TLS. And then we're also introducing the what we call the virtual private network to allow the remote student and staff or remote partner vendors to access MMU network from outside of MMU. Okay. And then we're also implementing what they call is as endpoint detection and response, or EDR, for end user computers. And for the servers, we are implementing what they call as extended detection and response, or XDR. So for the EDR and XDR, we are actively monitor the anomaly if we have, and based on the threat assessment, then we will do some sort of control to mitigate the issue. All right, so that's the high level for the second question.
Right. Could you please share us whether employees regularly train on cybersecurity best practices and trade awareness?
Okay, basically it's yes lah. We have normally because we also have because we MMU also is a subsidiary of Telecom Malaysia, OTM. So normally sometimes they have also doing some IT security policy awareness. That be submitted via email and all to all the staff. And some more, basically, we have also continuous learning through TM Learn, and also we have a link training that actually will be subscribed by TM lah. TM by subscribe, and we as a staff can use this training for our future learning lah. Okay, that's for related to the training.
Next question is, do we have an updated disaster recovery plan in case of data loss or system failure?
Yes, basically, but this is for only for the selected and critical education system currently in MMU lah. For example, our click is actually we have a disaster recovery site for click. Is it okay?
Right.
Yeah,
So
okay, sir.
moving to the next question, which is how is sensitive user data encrypted?
So basically this one we employ or we use the encryption that is available within the database software lah. So that is being done internally and yeah, that cover the encryption part of the sensitive data.
So the last question is, how do we secure data that is stored in the cloud and ensure it is not exposed to unauthorized user?
Okay, we have multiple basically approach lah. Okay, basically one of it is actually we are using the segmentation of service layer. So for example, to access an application like Click, we have web layer, we have application layer, and database layer. And actually, it's the first layer is actually the web, the second layer is application, and the third layer is actually database. So that is the segmentation of our service layer lah. So the second one actually you are using the role-based access control, RBAC, RBAC. Basically this one, if the person actually have the for example, system admin who have the system admin role can only access the system directly, but no other person lah. So this is what we mean by the role-based access. Okay, we also use jump host, the third
The third point.
the third point basically. We use jump host, so or we call it base station to access the critical servers from the outside. So it's not directly accessed directly from the outside, directly access to the server. You have to intermediate using the jump host or base station. Okay, the fourth one is actually we also the control actually we use is actually based on the host-based firewall that actually Mr. Zamri mentioned earlier. So it's a host-based firewall. This one we will control the firewall for the application level. That's the thing. Ada.
That's it, right?
Okay.
I just have one question, okay?
Okay.
Regarding the disaster recovery plan, okay?
Disaster recovery.
Yeah, can you just like elaborate more on the disaster recovery plan? Like, what are the techniques or for the disaster recovery plan?
Alright, so basically what happened is we have the infrastructure on different sites. So that that for covering if let's say the primary site experiencing any failure or disaster, then we have a different site where the services will be brought up and get service from there. And the other element that notable to be mentioned is like the data within the primary site is being constantly synced to the site. So in the event, as I said, if the disaster recovery is to be activated, then we have I think the latest data on the DR side, and service can continue goes on. So I think that's about it that can be shared at the moment.
Yep. And then on top of that, for the Mr. Osman explained about the disaster recovery for critical application. And then for the on-site, right, we have some services on-site campus. For example, network services, then this one we implementing what they call high availability. So whenever one of the campus is having some issue, it will goes to the secondary service at the different campus. Yep. For example, if you're coming from like campus, right? So let's say something wrong at the Melaka campus server room. So the same services you could access at the Cyberjaya campus. Yeah.
It's the high availability.
High availability. Yeah.
Method.
So
Okay.
hopefully both answer could answer your question.
All right, that's already okay. Thank you, Mr. Hazim Muhammad bin Nasir, Mr. Zamir, and Mr. Osman for helping us to answering our interview questions for regarding our assignment.
Thank
So
you.
that's all and for our interview session.
Yeah. And then keep smiling. Don't be stressed.
Right. All right.
Yeah, you are good. You are good.
Okay.